Good morning, children. In the previous class, we learned the fifth chapter, formulas and functions, and we used it in the practicals to find out the total, average, percentage, and maximum marks, minimum marks, average of the class, and so on. Today, we'll be learning about the charts, how to create a chart for all these things that we have done. Let me share the screen with you. Yeah. Uh, so here, creating charts in Excel. What is a chart? Chart is a pictorial representation of the data that we had entered, that is the marks and the total and everything. That's the data. Whatever data you have entered, we are going to make it in a picture form. So charts, it helps us to understand the data that we have created, like if it is of production, who's doing good production or getting good profits. If it is about your marks, who's getting the highest marks in different subjects or in the class. So to help us to see this relationship between the data, it helps us only through the charts. Now, as I already explained you the components of charts, first thing is the data series. This is about all the entries that are there on this chart. To derive the chart, all these data entries are termed as a data series. The next one is the x-axis. The x-axis is here, right below here. It is a horizontal axis, and it represents all the category that we are entering, or it's called the category axis. The next one is y-axis. Here we enter all values here, so that's why it's in a vertical position. So it's a vertical axis. The y-axis is a vertical axis, and we enter values, so it's called as value axis. The next one is a chart title. Mostly the chart title comes on the top. Here you can see monthly salaries is on the top. This is a chart title which tells us, it helps us to understand what type of chart we are creating. Clear? The next one is the axis title. The axis title is a title that is given to an axis. Like these bars that are there, either we get a 2D graphical bar which has only X and Y axis. If it is a 3D, right now this is a 3D, so this 3D chart would have 3 axes, X, Y, and Z. The chart area. The chart area is the area within all these components that appear within this chart area or this rectangular box. This area is called the chart area. And actually, these are the walls of the chart. So it's within these walls is the chart area. Then the plot area. What do you mean by the plot area? It is the rectangular area boundary by the two axes. So within this thing, this part of it inside, this is called the plotting. Here we are going to plot the graph. Where the graph is plotted, that's called the plot area. The plot area is a rectangular area bounded by two axes. That is the x-axis and the y-axis, the down part and the top part. That's the x and the y-axis. And they define the two sides of the rectangular plot. Fine. Let's go to the different types of the charts. The very first type of chart is called line chart. The line chart, it compares data at equal intervals. Now, here this is about productions and sales. So you can make for production and sale, but I think this is about rents. You can see your age and the person's income, and here it's the rent. So as it's increasing, see the rents are increasing, so will the line go up and down. It shows the deficit and the hiking of the income and the rents. So this is the way they have plotted this chart. It's called the line chart. It's data that is equal at intervals, and a line chart is very useful for depicting and plotting the changes of the value over a period of time, as it keeps changing day by day. And this is the changing according to ages, and the income changing according to ages. If not, it would be like for your sales. Today the sales are good, tomorrow how is it? So it would show the production and the sales increasing and decreasing over the period of time. Coming to the next type of chart, it shows, it's a column chart. It shows data over a period of time, same like the line chart. And it does, what does it do is compares the item category. Now here I put the category 1, 2, 3, 4, and these are the series 1, 2, 3. You can see how the The categories are given here, and series are in different colors. You can see here it's written down. Series 1 is in blue color, Series 2 is in orange, and Series 3 is in gray. So you can see the comparisons between all the three items or the three categories. So here the items are organized horizontally. You can see they are organized horizontally, and here you can see the items are here, and vertically you find all the values, that is 6543. See, these are the values, how this value series 1, series 2, the data, the organized category 1, 2, 3 is horizontally done and vertically. So in this chart, data points are represented by columns that rise from the x-axis and go upwards. Clear? From down to the up. From the x-axis, it is rising up. This is called as a column chart. Coming to the next chart. The next chart is called the bar chart. Here in the bar chart, the chart illustrates comparison about individual items. Here I have given here the different products. I've given it to you as apples, oranges, bananas, and pears. Okay, and here you can see this is the stock. Okay, restock time, and this is a shelf line for it. That is, it will get spoiled after so many days. This is shelf line. So these two columns are represented here. Can you see? And because this is arranged vertically, like you can see it is, the bars, it's arranged in the sideways column. So that's why this plotting is in a different way. You can see that the names of these things, the categories are arranged this side at the y-axis, you can see, and it's going this way. So in this chart, the illustration comparison about individual items. The categories are, they are organized vertically, and the values are done horizontally. Can you see the values coming down? It's different. A bar chart can be described as a column drawing sideways. Instead of straight, it's coming sideways, and it does comparison of each item. Coming to the next chart with this pie chart. In the pie chart, it is arranged in one column or a row. You can see there's one column and one row. So this is the items, and this only one column or one row, only one part. It's not having 2, 3 like how you have category 1, 2, 3. So here the pie chart shows the size of the item. So the total item, whatever it is, and then what it does is it start one data series, and it does a proportion of the sum of the items. Like if you take an apple and you're dividing it into 3 parts, you divide it into 5 parts, and you give this much half of it to one person and quarter of it to one. So it shows the size of each item. The data points in a display is done with the help of percentages. It shows the values in percentage. So 10% is given to this 10 bananas are 30% grapes. So this is the way it's done. It's only one item, one row and a one column. So it's done this way. Clear? Coming to the next chart, which is XY scattered chart. Here the data is arranged in both columns and rows, and they're plotted on the X and Y axis, both X and the Y axis. So that's why it's called the scattered chart. The scattered chart has two value axes. As you know, one part of it is called the data numeric axis, and the other horizontal, that is in the horizontal, and the next vertical, the other part is called the vertical axis. Clear? Numeric data is done in the horizontal and in the vertical axis. Now it combines these values into single data and displays them in irregular intervals. Basically, it's a one value. So you can see these are red dots and these are blue dots. So it shows them, it displays them in irregular intervals. So maybe it's going high and low, the values. So then it combines these values into single data and displays them in. Scattered charts are typically used for displaying and comparing numeric values such as scientific, mostly used in the scientific and in the space research centers, and statistical values, like when you're finding out the food goodness and the corruption of the food. It's in all statistical values are taken in different ways, and also for engineering data. So these type of the scatter chart is used for scientific, statistical, and engineering data. Coming to the next one, this is called the area chart. The area chart is arranged in one column or one row, or a row, in a column or a row, and it can be plotted in an area, data. The data it represents the profit over the time, and the area chart emphasizes the total profit. Okay, so it tells also how much total profit is being got by the end of the year. So the sum of the plotted values show the relationship of parts of a whole. So you can see the whole value and the sum of all these things, it shows the parts of it shows the whole. Coming, the next one is called the donut chart. The donut chart shows the relationship of a total whole in the ring shapes. They come in ring shapes. Now you can see there are two types of data here. The production is given here. X, Y, and Z are the products. And here the products during the year 2018 and during the year 2019. Both are shown in two rings. This is called the donut chart. I think the inner ring is showing 2018 production and the outer ring is showing 2019 production. This is the way the donut chart is. The radar chart plots data in concentric circles. Can you see? They are going in concentric circle, and each data series has its own value axis. Now we don't have it like that X and the Y axis. It has its own value axis, and that comes from the center to the outer parts like that. So it is starting from the center point, and the lines connect all values in the same series. So this value is here and the next value comes here. They start connecting to each series like this. Clear? From the center to the. This is about the radar chart. Now, before we do your worksheets, this is your worksheets, multiple choice question, x-axis. Go through the question, which is the axis known as a category axis. It's the x-axis, and dash refers to the area within all the chart components. It is the chart area. Data that is arranged in columns or rows only on the worksheet to plot out is a pie area. Pie charts are done like that. I told you it gives you the percentages in percentage system. Which of the following is not a type of chart? Definitely we don't have any igloo chart. Data that is arranged in columns and rows can be plotted in an area chart. Okay, then the fill in the blanks, just compare all these different types of charts. Each one, dash is a pictorial representation, is chart, and top of the chart, what helps you is a chart title that helps you to understand what type of chart you're using. And dash plots data in concentric circle. Just now the last chart, that is a radar chart, gives it in concentric circle, and it illustrates comparison of individual. That's bar chart, and gives you a 2D and 3D axis is nothing but the x-axis title. These are your question answers. Please go through the question answers. The very first question, write short notes on different things, x-axis, data series. The very first thing which I told you when I started the class, this is your, this is the thing that you have to write, the x-axis, y-axis, chart, x-axis. And this was a question which is given to you as a first question. The second question is, how is column chart different from bar chart? Just write the comparison between column and bar chart. The third question is, how chart area is different from. It's all comparison of the different charts. You can write what about the plot chart and about the chart area. It's bigger in size, and this is plot area. The bars are in the plot area. It is a part of the chart that shows that the actual data, such as whereas the bar area, such where bars are in the bar chart. Okay, write short notes on the pie chart and XY axis. Define charts, state the use of charts. Before I end this, let me show you how to plot a chart. So if I want a chart for the whole, say I want this chart for all the students' names and also the subjects, you have to select all these things. Clear? I'm going to take for the whole class, okay, this part, and go to the insert option. Here you have different types of charts, or you can go to the recommended charts. You can select this bar charts and all, which are given here, column charts and bar chart, and this is radar chart. Different charts are there, or you can go to recommended charts. So let me select this column chart. Here you have 2D and you have 3D. So you can just open it and check. These are the things you can see how it looks. If I put a bar chart, it would look like this. You can expand on it and see how it looks. So you can see here the names of the students are there and the subjects are given in different colors. Okay, so this is how a bar chart would look. I think I'll try out all the charts, and the next chart, again go to your insert, and you can use this recommended charts also and check what type of chart would you like. If you like this, it would look like this. Okay, if you say all charts from here, you'll get all different types of charts. You can select area chart. Area chart looks like this. The column chart would look like this. Definitely, I want you to do it in the column system. This is the bar chart. So I'm selecting the bar chart. So this the bar chart. You can add your title. You can, in the title, you can say aggregate. Aggregate marks of class, whatever is your class 6. This is the way you add it. That's all you have to add in the chart. You can even change the colors for the chart. You need to expand and print it out. Here, if I take a column chart, you know that all the names come here and the values come here. Here, you can even change the colors of all these things. You want to put an internal color, you can select here also the black chart or whatever type of chart. Right now I'm using this. You can use this chart, or you can even put your own colors by going into the home, select the chart, and then you can fill the color, what color you want. Okay, say I want yellow. So the yellow background comes. I want the internal part as something else. You can select the internal part with another color. Okay, this is how you do. I hope you understood. And then if you want to take one student's marks, just you select that name of the student, this first part, and the second, and then again you go to insert and put a chart. Say I want a column chart. So 3D column. This only for the first student, I put the chart. So you have to put for each student. Suppose your name comes on the third line. This is how you would do. Just select the total till average. And then I want Arundhati's mark. Just press the control and select this line. Okay. So it selected the first and the third line, and just go to the insert and say I want a pie chart. You can see the pie chart. Okay, this is how it looks. Hope you understood your lesson, children. Complete all your homework and stay safe. Thank you.